scare the crows away? Who will 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 scare the crows away?
You open tomorrow, okay? And remember to look up this evening.
So today I went to look for a dress for Panda's party, and I found two. I didn't know which one to choose, so I got them both. There was a cool black one that rocked. I swear you should have seen it on me. But I know you prefer to see me with nothing on, so. Anyway, I can't wait to meet your friends. What do you think Linda and Angela will be wearing? Call me back.
Hey, asshole. This is your best friend speaking. You're not planning on not showing up on Friday, are you? The whole city will be there. Those losers are playing the Venusta, the Vetusta, or whatever the fuck they're called. I hate them. But you're coming with me. Otherwise, I'll drag you there by force. You're just turning into mold in that shitty house.
Cloudy tomorrow with 50% chance of precipitation.
Come back later.
David, it's me, Willie. Let me hear you. Come on.
Come in.
Oh,
Quick.
good lad. It's as cold as a witch's tit out there.
A little company is more than welcome at this time of the day.
Oh, it's a strange world. It's a good job there are people like you in it. People with a bit of heart left in you.
Well, you're not so bad yourself, but thanks anyway, Willie.
Nobody's safe. It's people like me and you. Special people. We need to watch our backs.
Is everything okay, my friend? You look weird today.
No, it's nothing. It's just my big old mouth that won't stay shut, that's all it is. But you know, there is one thing I'm worried about. Not spending the day sober. And you know what they say, shot the good stuff can deal with that.
Is that what they say? I'll follow that advice for
No,
sure.
you won't. You leave that stuff alone. Look at yourself. You're a good-looking boy. You've got a stable job and dozens of girls who want to drool all over you.
Yeah, right. Old fool.
We'll now talk about one of the most fascinating points of interest in our city. The Texcoco Rocks. Testimonies of these ruins can be found in numerous eras. Rock writings and representations that report their presence in various Mesoamerican civilizations date back to the pre-Columbian era. Instead, other examples that are more similar to ours have elements in common with the oldest ever found in southern Peru and could date back to between 1000 and 400 BC.
Hey,
We still to this day
I know
don't
that
know
shack.
what their function was.
It's near the Fruges' old farmhouse.
Absolutely breathtaking. That's all we have for tonight's edition of Withering Town News. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more updates and stories tomorrow.
I saw
Joe Cleveland, good night.
some strange things the last time I was there. Pour me another one.
Spit it out. What did you find?
I saw some dead bodies.
What are you talking about? Human bodies.
Three putrid, rotten skeletons.
That's incredible.
I swear I'm telling you the truth.
How do you get there?
Oh no. That's my favourite place to sleep on a Sunday morning. Hell like I want to see the police arrive at their blue sirens and the journalists asking me questions. Oh no, don't you even think about it.
Too bad. You know, I thought I could drop by. one Sunday morning, perhaps with a friend of mine.
18 Sergeant of Central. 19 Sergeant, check.
I took a step back, my sneakers sinking to the soft ground. The air was heavy and still. No one made a sound. Nothing moved. Dead. I'm surrounded by death. I thought.
Morning. Excuse me, does that game work here?
Sure. Please lay down on this lap. I'll be right with you.
Why don't you answer the phone?
Because I have a job.
Don't change the subject. I know you heard the messages.
To be honest, Rob, I'm not convinced.
Listen, I get it if you don't want to come, but at least answer your phone. I thought you would have gotten over her by now. Linda's plane landed this morning. 9 o'clock at my place. We're all gonna be there. If you wanna show your face.
Jesus. Your hands are cold.
Gosh, you're so delicate.
If you keep sneaking like that, I'll take back my kids.
Don't even think about it. They're mine. Are you going out?
Yeah. I'm going to Rob's. Linda came back from South America and we are going to have a couple of drinks.
Without inviting me?
I'm inviting you now, if you want to come.
Okay, but why such a hurry?
We are late. They're all waiting for us.
Seriously?
Please, Steph, not now.
We've been putting off this appointment for a week. Maybe I should seek attention from another lover.
Who knows? Maybe you should. Tonight, when we get back, I promise that I'll dedicate myself completely to your pleasure.
Promise?
I promise. Wait for me in the kitchen. I grab my things and we can go.
Okay.
And out of nowhere, we found ourselves in the middle of the Amazon forest, fighting against the current, the rain, with a boat that refused to start up again.
And then what happened? And then a terrible tribe of natives kidnapped and sacrificed us to the god by eating our flesh and drinking our blood.
Really?
Really?
No, you asshole!
Don't worry, Angie. I went there to study, not to combat the local tribes.
But you hear a lot of stories about those places.
Yeah, Angie, but that was an Ida Roth movie.
In fact, I saw a lot of strange things there.
Anyway, Panda's having a party on Friday. Do you want to come?
Oh. Is David coming too?
You can ask him yourself. He's here with his new friend.
He's a lot more than that.
Is new what?
Hey, guys.
Can I have one? You look good.
Yeah, I'm okay. You look great too. You've lost weight.
I can never get used to eating fried mice.
No kidding.
Stephanie's nice.
Yeah, she's great. We are together. She respects my space, and I respect hers.
That's just what you need. A girl who puts up with everything, just stays in her place.
Exactly. And you? Did you make any overseas friends?
I had to study a lot. I don't think that's any of your business.
Things going well at work. We have a few new suppliers. Customers are happy and the pay's better.
Oh, exciting.
Do you see what your problem is? You don't respect others. You should try to understand that not everyone is ready to abandon everything and everyone.
Didn't abandon everyone. I asked you to come with me.
To do what? Huh? You had your goals, and I had my responsibilities. What was I supposed to do?
Come with me. You could have come with me.
Hey guys, come on. It's game time.
Please.
Come on, it'll be fun. What games do you have?
Well, there's Super Crits, The Lost Temple. Will you give it a rest?
We've played it at least 100 times.
And so, do you have a better idea?
Well, I've never played it.
Exactly.
Guys, I have another idea. Did you hear about those bodies found in the old farmhouse on the hill?
No.
Of course you didn't. You don't even know what day of the week it is. Of course I heard about it. Everybody's talking about it.
Even my mom was talking about it this morning.
I was the one who found them.
Seriously?
Well, not by chance. Willie told me. At the beginning, I didn't take him seriously.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm telling you now. I was taking my usual walk with Lana when I approached that old farmhouse that Willie told me about. As soon as I entered, my blood froze. It didn't have a head.
David, that's real crazy shit.
And are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I really don't understand why you didn't tell me about it.
Really? I mean, you, following the advice of an old drunk tramp, found yourself on the set of Evil Dead and it didn't occur to you to tell your best friend about it. I hope you're joking.
Do I look like somebody was joking?
Well,
What's that?
I found them there, among some candles and strange things.
And you took them? Are you crazy? If the police find out,
I don't see how the police could find out. The case has already been closed as an attack by a large animal.
Come on, Linda. Let me take a look.
This stuff is very old. I've seen this symbology before.
Really?
You never learn.
No, Rob, wait. I'm not joking this time. There are many affinities with Maya and Aztec that I've studied in the last few months. There are also traces of more recent translation. Somebody has already worked on this manuscript.
Guys, it's a ritual. I've read it. Those people, dead bodies, were performing a ritual when they were attacked.
How do you know?
you don't believe all this, do you? Those people were attacked by a bear or something. Guys, pieces of paper don't kill people, okay?
The candles, the symbols, it's all written in there.
Seriously? Come on, guys.
We shouldn't joke about these things. You should give them to the police.
No chance.
What do you think? Shall we do it?
Do you listen to me when I speak?
I can't believe this.
You bet. How does it work?
Well, we need some candles, some chalk, and a small jute sack.
This is ridiculous.
Thank God there's somebody sane here.
Come on, Linda. I expected you to be a little more courageous.
Don't try your mind to games on me. You're wasting your time. I'm not scared at all. So, what's happened then?
Then we all have to repeat a kind of formula together and offer a part of yourself. Everything will open. Don't disturb the man in the fields, or a plague will come upon the earth.
That's creepy.
Well, that all seemed clear.
That's a terrible idea. That's proof of a crime.
You could be arrested for doing what you did.
Don't worry, Angie. Here it says fortune, glory, and prosperity. The police don't scare me.
You're a couple of idiots.
Well, it's decided. I'll go get everything.
Please, Rob.
I forgot. We can't do it here. It says that you need a house with a large field in front of it.
Maybe I just know the place.
Once the words are said 7 times, everything in the house will open. The ritual will end when everything that has opened is once again closed.
Well, it doesn't seem to be.
Shh.
Let's start.
Wait. There's another warning. It's in small writing, I didn't notice it before. The curse will end when only one is left alive.
Are we going to start?
We'll scare the crows away.
Who will scare the crows away?
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 Jonathan.
Guys.
This isn't fun anymore. Let's go.
It's just one of the bombs that were up there.
No, it wasn't here before.
Linda, stop it, you're scaring me.
What are you doing?
Don't worry. I'll get him to live.
No, David, let's go.
Hey! Get out of here! This is private property. I'm not kidding. You can stay here. Hey. Hey.
Go with him.
Hey! Leave him alone, you bastard! Hey!
David!
David! David!
David! David! Come back here!
Where are you, David?
David! 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 We have to go to the hospital. You're bleeding.
David! Are you able to drive? Hey, you can do it. David!
David, that way. The hospital is that way.
I have to go back there.
David, why have you brought us back here? David! 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 Where are you? David!
David! Please. Where are you? David. What's it?
Hello, Whiteham Police Station. How can I help you? Okay, miss. Calm down. Calm down. Where are you?
At the ruins. The north of the city. Hit your hand, please.
Okay, calm down. What's your name? What's your name? Miss?
Rush hour traffic, don't you just love it?
Traffic is backed right up. There's an accident on the freeway that hasn't been cleared away yet, and everyone is stopping to look at it.
So Wings at the first pitch, ground ball to third, over to second, in time, and on to first. Hey, double play! Ends the rally and the inning. 3 hits, 1 run, no man left on base. After 3, we're tied at 2. More baseball after these messages.
The body of Stephanie Sierra, a 22-year-old student, was found this morning in the hills north of the city. Her brutally mangled body suggests she was attacked by a large animal. According to the investigators, the girl was in the company of her boyfriend, who is currently missing. What makes this story even stranger is that the police discovered 3 bodies a few days ago who seem to have suffered the same attack, and it was in fact David Russell, Stephanie Sierra's 25-year-old boyfriend, who disappeared last night, who informed the authorities.
Stone Cold dead. Found them this morning. Ripped open, goddamn moss that did this. Shit.
Linda, answer me. Something terrible has happened. Stephanie is dead. She has disappeared. They're talking about it on the TV. What's going on?
Angel! Angel, calm down. You call Rob.
Rob's here with me. I came to him as soon as I heard.
Good. Excellent. Stay there. Don't leave the house for any reason. I'll come to you.
Okay.
That's everything.
So David is dead too.
Did David dead when you? Yeah.
And it's all real. The ritual, the wind that blew everything open, the magic formulas.
What do we know? Don't say so. Maybe I'm crazy to think it.
No, it can't be real.
Are you calling me a liar? Why would I joke about something like this? Stefan is dead. And David, our David, transformed into a monster.
Stop it! Please, stop.
Angie's right. Two of our friends are dead. And if we don't do something, if we don't stick together, we'll be next. We have to end it.
But David didn't die, right? If we finish the ritual, he might come back to us.
I looked into that thing's eyes, Rob. There's nothing left of David in there. Nothing.
So we have to go back there.
You're right. We have to finish what we started and clean up this mess before it's too late.
Angie, don't have to come if you don't feel like it. Me and Robbie will go.
She's right. You should stay here. This doesn't belong.
Sorry, guys. I can't do it.
We will close everything, and the ritual will be over.
Yeah, but what about the police? Stephanie's dead, and David's missing. They want to question us sooner or later.
The police really are the least of our problems.
What? I'm not going to stay here waiting for him to come and get me. And I don't want to let you go back to that place alone, hiding in the house like a baby.
All clear.
First of all, we need to get the pages.
Right. I'll get the pages. You and Angie go upstairs. Start locking everything up, okay? Let's go.
with me if you want to live!
Who are you?
One who just saved your lives.
Some person comes out of nowhere, holding a shotgun and forces two strangers into his car.
Welcome, sweetheart.
Who the fuck are you? And where the fuck are we going?
Calm down, boy. We're going somewhere safe. Anyway, my name is Jonathan.
How do you know we were there?
I didn't know. I didn't come for you.
Who did you come for? This is where David found them.
Stay inside. I'll be right back.
Xipe Totec, our Lord the Flayed. That is his name. Some legends refer to an agreement signed between the first men and this dark deity to benefit from the earth. A sinister pact to be paid with blood. According to myth, Xipe Totec was beautiful, the god of agriculture and spring. But his bloodlust and contempt for mankind were too great. So he deceived one of the first men. The greediest of them. I think you met him that night. The man in the fields. Through him, he bound his power to these pages in exchange for centuries and centuries of human sacrifice and famine. He is an evil from the ancient world. The purest evil, the original evil. He is not from this world. He has been sowing discord and death since before men built the first cities. And you, stupid kids, you don't know what you have awakened, nor what he's capable of doing. You gave him a part of you, and now he will hunt you down until only one of you is left alive. Who was cursed? Who transformed?
David. A friend of ours.
Poor guy.
How do you know all this?
Right where we are now. Long time ago. That monster, that abominable creature, killed and slaughtered my entire family. They were horrible people, sure. Let's say the Xipetotec was not the only monster here that night. But she was innocent. Since that day, all I wanted to know was who my enemy was. In my heart, there was only anger and pain. All I could think about was revenge.
What do we do now?
Now, you need to rest. Tomorrow, at the first light of dawn, we'll finish the ritual. I'll be on watch all night. Take this to protect yourself. When we're gonna be out there with him, everyone will have to look out for themselves. Do you know how to use it? It's very simple. This is safety. Never take it off. The magazine is already full. All you have to do is pull the trigger. Unfortunately, it will be of little use to you, but it will be enough to slow him down.
Imagine the pain you are feeling. Please. sorry.
That's not enough.
Your son will bring her back to life.
What's happened to us is terrible, Rob. I know, but we have to be strong. Because I lost David too.
David? You lost David a year ago, Linda! You decided to lose David! And he was taken from me. Now I am alone! I am alone like I've never been before! I just want you to shut up and leave me alone. Can you do that for me, Linda? Can you do that for me?
You, grab your axe and come and chop some wood.
Hey. Good to see you. I'm sorry about earlier.
You just have to apologize for that little boy.
I shouldn't have been so hard on you.
Well, where is Jonathan?
Stay put. Why?
Why are you doing this?
Why?
Because Angela didn't have to die! You should have died! You were in the damn wardrobe! It shouldn't have turned out like this. She should have run away. She ran away and came back just to save you! Your life is worth no more than hers. And it's definitely worth no more than mine! You gotta stay put. Stop. The curse will end when only one is left alive. Do you remember that? Do you remember?
Son of a bitch.
We can't kill him, Linda. We can't kill him. And I'm not going back to that house to finish that stupid ritual among the remains of the girl I love. All I want to do right now is to go to the goddamn party and drown in booze while David finishes the job.
You are not alone. We can do this together. We can make things right.
There is nothing more we can do! You get it or not? There is nothing more we can do! Nothing! And don't mention David's name! You have no right to. David has gone! Angela's gone! And no! You and that asshole that came out of nowhere will belong to. Everyone left to look out for themselves. Am I right, Donnie? Huh?
Micah! Damn it! Where did he go?
Not so far from here. He's going to a friend's house. He's having a party.
We have to go.
You bastard. Take the car and finish what you started. Go!
Face me, asshole. Come on. Come on.
Night and day, I thought how I was going to slaughter you, how I was going to rip off your head and burn it once and for all. You little bastard from hell. She was just a child.
No!